One of the things you talk about is agile revolutions. And can you explain to our listeners what does that mean and how do these tie into manufacturing and why should companies pay attention to that
Right.
idea?
Yep. Yep. So we always talk about PPT in these large programs, even small programs. So
Yeah.
people, process, technology change in manufacturing. Agile is about flexibility. It's about collaboration and incremental progress. It's about how people change. It's in momentum building layers. And that's who we are as humans. I mean, I often meet people and they say, well, yeah, they were told that. And I say, well, yeah, but they were probably told another 9 things at the same time. You go through a
Right.
training course, you go into a meeting, you only ever remember 1 or 2 things. So it's all about building up momentum in layers. So it's about breaking free from the old school, rigid way of doing things. In manufacturing, where things used to be slow and inflexible, agile revolutions are like injecting a shot of espresso into the whole process. Companies need to pay attention because, hey, who doesn't want to be the trendsetter instead of stuck in the past? I mean,
Yeah.
I think we want to be. And so, agile revolutions, you're not just making stuff, you're making stuff efficiently. You're adapting on the fly and staying ahead of the curve. It's like giving manufacturing a turbo boost. There you go.
Well, okay, let's dig a little deeper on this topic, Andrew. Talk to us more about the intersection of smart manufacturing and agile methodologies. How do they complement each other?
So, well, let's start by putting agile in the more conceptual context. There's some real true agile people out there who,
Yeah.
when I talk agile, they get a little bit upset because I'm not using the true safe methodology, etc. I use agile in a more of a conceptual context, just to precursor. So it's like, to me, the perfect dance between a smart manufacturing and agile methodology. Smart manufacturing is all about leveraging tech to optimize processes. And agile, well, it's like the MVP of project management, flexible, adaptable, and always ready for change. So if you imagine you're in a high tech factory where machines are talking to each other, sending data and doing their thing, smart manufacturing sets up this awesome foundation. Now, through agile in the mix, it's like the conductor of the orchestra, making sure everyone is in sync and adjusting on the fly. Agile keeps the team nimble, responsive, and perfect for the fast paced world of smart manufacturing. Because when you want to tweak a process or roll out updates, Agile's right there with you. It's not about rigid plans, it's about staying on your toes and embracing changes as they're coming in. So, I guess in a nutshell, smart manufacturing and Agile are like kind of Batman and Robin, so to speak, of
Right.
innovation.
Yeah.
One's the tech genius and the other one's the agile superhero, making
Yeah.
sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah. The perfect 1-2 punch.
You got it.
Yeah.
Kapow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, you mentioned in your intro that your experience with tech started with SAP, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what would you say to our listeners? And since this is the ERP Organizational Change Journal,
Yep.
how do ERP platforms like these play into the broader picture of operational transformation? Kind of a
I
broad question, but what do you say about that?
Well, I mean, it's my background. Today, it's probably the kind of horizontal or product lifecycle, but I am a massive fan of SAP. Manufacturing, to me, is the heart of the operation, right? I think it is. It's where the rubber hits the road. It's where the magic happens. And SAP is like the brain orchestrating the whole show. Now, when we talk about integration, it's like SAP and the manufacturing floor are best buds who kind of share everything together. You got production schedules, they're kind of texting each other. Inventory management is like a constant update on who's got what and when they need it. On the financial data side of things, that's where kind of the serious talk takes place. SAP and manufacturing are syncing up on cost tracking, billing, budgeting like a powerful kind of team making financial decisions together. last couple of areas for me is material planning is where the teamwork really shines between the two. It's not just about transferring material requirements. It's like SAP and the manufacturing crew are doing a kind of synchronized dance together, making sure every nut and bolt is in the right place at the right time. And then lastly, it's inventory. It's like having a real-time GPS for your stock. They're sharing info on inventory levels and demand forecasts, making sure you never run out of what you need. It's a well-oiled machine, and SAP is the maestro conducting the symphony of manufacturing efficiency.